Hello, mate. There you go, fella. Cheers, mate. You look awfully familiar. Do I know you? Definitely not. Don't know what you're on about. Right, so I've always been a little bit sceptical on certain smart home products, mostly because often the problem they're offering to solve isn't actually solved, it's merely replaced with another, or the solution actually takes just about as much time as the original invention. Thus making my, wow, this is amazing face being more like, But this device right here is definitely different because it actually solves a problem I've been having recently. Come with me, let's check out said issue, and if you enjoy the video, come join the team with a cheeky subscribe below. Well, see, here I am adjacent from the house where I live, outside the outbuilding that houses my studio. Some Eminem lyricism right there. Just noticed that. Bit of toddler dribble, which is always nice before filming. But the reason for me being here is to show you this here mailbox, which is inundated with all of the latest tech from all around the globe, if it fits inside, of course. But you're probably thinking, well, why are you showing me this? Well, the problem with this wonderful mailbox contraption, that I must say seems fairly self-explanatory, is that sometimes the delivery driver of said product that I'm expecting doesn't see this fairly obvious container and sign, and instead knocks on the door of the main house. Now, if I'm the only one in, and I'm away working in this studio, I may not hear the van on the driveway and, of course, hear the door. This in turn has led to some parcels not being delivered. Enter the Blink doorbell, which alerts me straight to my phone, watch, or touchscreen hub devices of the presence of said person at the front door, either after motion was detected or the doorbell itself was rung. I can then interact with them using the two-way audio live voice feature, telling them to either leave it at the front door or that I'm coming out to grab it if a signature is needed, for example, or in said mailbox, as the sign so wonderfully suggests. And this has been an absolute game changer for me. So Blink were acquired by Amazon, who are partnering with me for this video, back in 2017. And inside of the box you get all of the trinkets, including the doorbell, the sync module 2, more of the importance of that in a second, the manual, and all of the additional contraption pieces to get everything set up and fixed to your house. So firstly, you want to download the Blink app from your app store, and you follow the simple instructions to get the sync module 2 set up. And this kind of runs like a smart home space or hub, and then you connect? That's definitely not what I was... And then you connect the additional gadgets, in this case the doorbell, but it could be a Blink camera, for example. Both pieces have QR codes on them that enable the connection really easily, and both have from the box provided power either with the plug-in cable for the module or AA batteries for the doorbell. Once the sync process, which only takes a couple of minutes, is completed, you are then onto the assembling and fitting it to your property, and again you use the app, but it has really straightforward instructions, even for all you DIY phobes out there. Now, the pack actually provides you with two different angles to place your doorbell. You can either have the kind of straightforward one looking straight out, which is the one that I've personally used, or you have this kind of 45-degree one which you can fit, and it kind of looks across the doorway, and if you've got a porch, for example, you can kind of see the door on one side and then a porch, for example, if you've got one on the rest of the shot. So you're still seeing all of the action, but it's just from a different angle. Personal preference. Now, something that I really like is that if you want to, you can actually wire this doorbell into a already present one that you may have, so that when somebody presses the doorbell, it will chime your system, which is already in place inside your house, and you'll know someone's at the front door. But if you don't have one, like I didn't have one, the wireless setup has its advantages as well, because again, just that real ease of setup. So using those previously mentioned contraptions, you can use the template to line up where you want your screws to go, then fit the back panel in place either straight or at the 45-degree option, and then the doorbell simply snaps into place and can't actually be removed unless you use this magic little key pin thing, which pops the release and then you just pull it off. So you don't have to worry about anyone thieving it. Get away from me, you. And that brings me on to another one of its advantages, security. If you live by yourself, for example, and would like to be able to see who's at the front door when it knocks or rings without having to open the door, there is that added layer of reassurance. You recognise the face, you open the door. And again, if you don't recognise them, you can still have that live two-way chat first before you actually open. If you see my ugly face, for example, you can say, "Oi, Scarper you, get away from me, riffraff." Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Nobody wants this turning up at past dark. Scary. And speaking of dark or nighttime, it also has infrared capabilities, so it can still pick up really nice detail even when it is pitch black outside, basically. There are choices of the strength of the infrared. You can either have low, medium or high, and I personally have gone with medium because I do find that if it's on high, sometimes faces, if they're up close, can be a little bit too bright, but equally on the lowest setting, things that are further away, again, more difficult to see on that lowest setting. So middle kind of seems to be, for me anyway, a happy medium, which you would expect from medium. This setting and tons more can be adjusted within the Blink app, including duration of clips, video quality up to a max of 1080p, and sensitivity to name a few. I would like to see maybe 4K resolution on a future product, although, to be honest, again, the way the app works, most people will probably be viewing the footage from their smartphone, and still in 2022, 1080p on a smartphone is, in my opinion, more than good enough. And footage is nice and clear and fit for purpose. You can also set up zones, so if there is an area that always triggers movement that you don't want, like a passing road with cars, you can block them off so that it won't keep triggering all day, wasting the battery, which under the right circumstances can last up to 2 years, which is really impressive. Also on the app, you can easily arm or disarm the motion sensor, view recorded videos to save or discard where needed, and take a quick photo or go straight to a live video feed, all from the homepage. Although I think some elements of the live feed is only available if you have the Module 2, because you can just buy the Doorbell by itself. You do get a lot of the core features just buying the Doorbell, but some of the features you will have to have both. So just double check the feature you want before buying. Now, if you are a user, I'll do that instead of actually saying it out loud so it doesn't set your device off. If you are an Alexa user, I've done it, haven't I? Darn it. If you are a current Alexa user, you can, of course, link this device up. Great if you already have a Blink mini camera, for example, or an Echo Show. If you have those already in your home, you can get the Doorbell alerts and video footage straight to those compatible devices. So you can be inside, you can be alerted, you won't even need to look at your phone. Also in the Alexa app, you have added customization options, including different doorbell chimes, etc. if you fancy annoying a humbug around November time, just before Christmas. You can start proceedings early. Definitely going to be doing that this year. Oh, it's too early. No, it's not. Now, a couple of things build-wise that I think potentially could be improved in a future product are, number one, the Doorbell is quite a small piece of kit, but could be smaller potentially. Having said that, the matte finish does help to make it look less garish, and I think it looks pretty smart on my door. And also, unlike this and a lot of other Amazon products, I think the Sync Module 2 could be a little bit heavier, a little bit heftier in the feel, because although it's not necessarily flimsy by any means, maybe a slightly more hefty, heavy puck might be a bit more reassuring. Now, of course, there are a lot of other manufacturers and brands that do this sort of tech, but considering the really competitive pricing currently right now, and the fact that you know you're buying it from a reputable brand that has a really decent reputation, I think it's a fantastic option. All the information that I have discussed today will be left in the video description below, so definitely check that out if you are interested, and drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful, and subscribe if you want to join the ASBYT team. Peace and love. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. Stay forward, peace out.